Wet brain cheese.
Wet Brain Cheeks podcast. We're back again. You're gonna have to fill your ear holes with our shit for the next half an hour or so. This week, yeah, it's gonna be different because I told Ian before we even started doing this, the idea of it came up, and I said one day, right, because he works Thursdays and I'm off on Thursdays, that one day we're gonna show up to record and I'm already gonna be fucking full. That day is today.
Yeah, you actually were pretty full. Why get that drunk before recording?
Right, this is what happened. Yesterday, yeah, I went out skating for fucking hours on end, and I thought I had actually probably the best skate I'd had in years, right? And it was unbelievable, so I thought, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll go home and celebrate for being so good. I'll go home and have a few beers. I ended up getting a lot of beers. I actually got a few while I was down the skate park. Then I got a lot of beers on the way home. I said, fuck it, I'm going to enjoy myself. I worked hard for these beers today. But I was already so fucking wrecked that the beers hit me like a fucking ton of bricks, right? So I sat there, watched a bit of football and that. And then I was like, right, fuck it, I'll go up to bed. And I had like 3 bottles left of fucking Lomza unpasteurized, it's called.
Ooh.
Unpasteurized fucking beer. It's like fucking unpasteurized milk. It was that fucking disgusting. It turned my stomach, but it was all the beers I had left. But I'm after making noodles and fucking put them on bread and shit.
Yeah.
So right, I'll go up now. I was paying
Noodle sambos, like?
Yeah, noodle sambos, yeah.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, of course. But I was fucking locked, gone up to bed. So I got to play a few games of FIFA. And I was playing a few games of FIFA, and they were so disgusting. I was drinking them back hard like I normally would with a beer.
Forcing them down, like.
Oh, and my stomach just turned, and I went, and I got sick into my mouth, right? And I was like, I'm not going to make it to the toilet, so there was an empty cup in my room, and I puked into that.
Oh, God.
So I puked into this cup, and I just left it there. I was like, right, I have to sip these beers. I can't even remember getting into bed. And I woke up this morning, and I looked over, and there was just a cup full of, like, noodle puke. with three fag butts sitting in it as well.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, I was fucking dying. Got that cup and immediately just fucked it straight into the black bin. Nobody should ever have to drink out of that cup again.
What did you do with the cup?
I told you, I just fucked it straight into the black
the
bin.
cup went into the bin.
The whole
The cup
thing
as
just
well,
went
yeah,
in. I was
sorry.
like, I'm not pouring that down a sink or a tray. That's gone.
Into the dishwasher, nobody knows.
Nobody should ever have to drink out of that again.
Smoke butts and noodle puke. Jesus, man. What time are you drinking since? No, today, I mean. Like, not yesterday.
Today since about 4 o'clock. That's what, 10:30 now? Yeah.
So.
No, what happened was today, right? Dying when I woke up.
Yeah.
Woke up at 12. Fucking dying. I was like, right, I'll get up and do what I have to do because I knew I had a few bits to do. And I fell back asleep till 2. I was like, oh, bollocks. So I got up. I was in a fucking state. So I'm going to go down, do what I have to do, go to the shops, get money out, do a bit of shopping, blah, 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 clear the head. So I walked down the fucking back road, down to the beach, and I was sweating. I mean, sweating.
Did you walk the scenic route just to walk the scenic route? Like, just for the hangover buzz? Or?
Yeah, more to just clear the head, like a bit of a walk.
Earphones in?
Yeah, and just sweat was pissing out me, and I was like, right, fair enough, got what I had to get, and I was like, I'll grab a few beers on the way home, leave them in the fridge, make some dinner, fucking... before I go meet you.
Yeah.
But then as I was on the way back up the road, one of the lads texted me to go skating again today. And I was like, oh, do you know what? Fuck it, I'll just do it. So I just grabbed the beers, went straight down to the skate park, 3:30, started drinking down there at 4 o'clock. And I think I got 5 bottles of Erdinger into me, came back, drank another 4. Yeah. And I knew at this stage I had...
Yeah, and in between all this, I was rushing home, getting the kids to bed, fucking, I 4 cans of Kapaki in my fridge, drinking them in intervals, and then as I was leaving the gaff, text you 4 times to make sure that you were on your way, and then had to ring you when I got to our meeting spot to say, what the fuck? You were like, oh, did you send me texts?
Well,
yeah, I'm at the place. Like,
I came legging it down the fucking road. Met you at the shop, actually, yeah, legging it down the road. Because I was like, fuck. You had texted me like 4 or 5 times. I was like, bollocks.
But what was the aim? Like, what?
No, because I went for my walk, got all my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went to the skate park. I was like, well, I deserve these. So I went for a walk. I sweated it out.
Yeah.
I fucking earned these few beers.
All right. Yeah.
But then it just got away from me then. So it did. I was like, I'm not going to go home now and just chill out for an hour or two. I might as well get more beers.
Well, naturally.
So I'm just fucking drunk now. Like, and it's going to be fucking hard for Dean. Because when I'm really drunk, and Dean is either sober or not that drunk, he fucking hates me. No, I mean, like, despises me as a human being.
Yeah, I'm not into it whatsoever.
Yeah, it's really fucking bad. Like, he proper loses it with me, and I don't understand why.
What do you mean you don't understand why?
Well, I know I'm very annoying when I'm
You're
drunk. I am
nuisance,
very.
like.
So,
Dean's
Dean's going to have to take the reins on this episode, I can tell you that.
For example, right?
Right.
Just to kind of get this out there. Do you remember today?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, broad daylight.
We were on a session.
We were on a session.
We were on a session, and then we ended up getting a bottle of vodka in the early hours of the morning.
Was it?
Yeah, and we went over to the bar to drink it because it was sunny out.
But you started annoying me before the bar. When we were in Crevian Park, you started annoying me then.
I fell asleep on the park.
In Crevian Park, then we went over to the bar, and then it just got worse from there. And I remember just losing my shit. I remember Jake was there as well.
You made me walk to Pinewood, and I didn't know why.
Yeah, I forced you to walk up to Pinewood, and you were like, all right, let's go. And then I literally just dragged you into your own gaff, and knocked on your door, and then your ma came out and was just like, get the fuck in here.
You just dropped me off in my garden as if I was like an unwanted child. Like, take this person.
And did you... Oh, you were at work the next morning, actually.
Yeah, what happened was I went in. Ma put me on the sofa. It was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the day. And I actually fell asleep in the sofa. And then I woke up at like 10 o'clock in a panic. Because I thought I was late for work. I thought it was 10 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to be in there at 9. So I started going around the house still full going, where the fuck's my uniform? Where the fuck is this? And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They're sitting there watching like nighttime telly, like, do you know what I mean? Chilling. And I was there going fucking
next Saturday night
mental. I was like, right, just got a glass of water, went straight to bed. And
but you know what? You were in work the next morning, and there's actually, I'll give you a bit of credit in this. If there's one thing that I'll ever give you credit for, it's that you're an absolute monster for going to work on little or no sleep. Like, genuinely, I've never seen anybody with a skill. Like, I've gone to work myself after no sleep and literally regretted my life for about 5 days after.
I do have it down to a T somehow.
It's actually ridiculous.
I hate myself for it.
But for a prime example, right? When we worked in the harvest together, and obviously myself and Owen didn't. Obviously, I was only after having a newborn. I didn't have a newborn child. My girlfriend had a newborn child, and we started working together.
Interruption. We're drinking Grolsch this week, by the way.
Oh yeah,
we have these flippy top ones. Hold on, there we go.
Oh, yeah, baby. How do
Flip one out. You just pull it. No, you don't pop it like champagne. You push this bit.
Oh, that bit.
Yeah. Watch. Wee.
Grolsch. Yeah. So basically, me and Owen worked together in the harvest in a restaurant, and I had a newborn child at the time, and for some reason the head chef would not, well actually not for some reason, the head chef just decided not to roster us in together like pretty much ever. I think we were in like once together every 2 weeks or something like that, because he had no other choice, and we didn't see each other for ages because I had other shit to deal with and Owen had other shit to deal with. And one of the days he texted me on the Friday saying he was going on the session. And I was like, right, grand. And I didn't hear from Friday till like literally the Sunday. And I knew we were in work together on the Sunday. And I walked in, and he was in from 10 o'clock. I came in at 12. And I walked in, and I just see this skeletal version of Owen in the corner, fucking doing his mise en place, like preparing shit for the day. And I look over him, and he was just like, I haven't slept since Friday. And I was just looking at him going, oh my God. I was like, how? And he's like, I went on a session Friday, ended up back in the gaff, went straight back on the beer on Saturday. And he's like, I still haven't slept. And I was a kitchen porter at the time. And where I used to work on that side of the kitchen, I was able to basically observe everything from that angle, and I watched him, and I swear to God, it was the best I've ever seen him work. I watched him work sober many a times, and he pulled a fucking stormer, and I was looking at him in basically awe. I was literally standing there going, because I was looking, waiting for you to crash and burn. Do you know that kind of way? I was standing there waiting for something bad to happen.
Was that like a Sunday where pans coming up to me fucking eyeballs?
Like one of the busiest days of the week, and I was looking at you ready for you to crash and burn, ready for something bad to happen, and it just didn't. It was like Neil was calling for shit, and you were just like, it was like you were psychic, telekinesis shit. You already had it done.
Ready to go,
there was orders coming in, and you were like, I already have that done. It's like, I don't know what's, just pans flying everywhere. And then I knew, I was just like, all right, okay, the session just isn't going to get Owen Hegarty down. Like,
that's years' experience of doing that shit, man.
But I think there's been more than that in terms of like you bashing out shifts after sessions. But that was obviously the only one not the only one, but one of the only ones I was there for. To actually proper witness.
Yeah.
And I think.
Do you remember when your child was born? Your first child was born?
Yeah.
And it was the same day one of the lads was his last day in work.
Yeah.
And we decided to combine those two things of a Sunday night. I remember you were like, right, I'll come down to wet the baby's head, blah, blah, blah. But we were already on the beer down the harvest. We were making our way over to the Miler. So then the three of us, who was the person who was leaving work, and you, who just, like, everyone else had kind of dispersed.
Yeah.
So we're like, fuck it, we just go back to my house. And we're just drinking in my kitchen. And then my dad came down and started like frying off sausages at like 11 o'clock in the morning. And he was looking at the three of us sitting at the table. Like, I mean, if he looked like these, we would have looked like something you'd fucking drag off the streets of Dublin. Like, we were so bad.
I actually think we were worse than
that,
to
we
be
were
honest.
so fucking bad. And we were just sitting there and it was bright. We didn't know what to be at. That was the day.
Yeah.
We said, all right, fuck it, I'll just go in. I've done it before, I'll do it again. And I went in and I was this was like probably the worst I felt going in, because I wasn't even that, I was like coming down off the session and I was still on the session when I got into work, and I was just like, right, I won't get your head together, you be grand. I just remember doing a few bits, and it was a Monday as well, so you had to work by yourself on a Monday, so I was just like, right, I'll get this shit sorted. And then I just remember sitting down for a second, then all of a sudden my dad was in the kitchen.
Was that day?
That was that day.
Yeah.
My dad was in the kitchen going, Owen, come on, you're going home. I was like, I'm not going home, nothing even happened. Head chef turns around and goes, you're fucking asleep you were asleep in the corner of the kitchen there for about 2 hours. I was like, what? And I seen pictures of it. I was curled up in this little ball sitting on this step. I just looked like fucking shit. I remember my dad bringing me home. I thought he was going to go mental. We were just on the way up the road in the car, and he goes, you were fucking filled, you know that?
Like, that actually brings it back to the fact of how well you performed in work after 2 days of no sleep, that you're actually good at your job, so you were needed. So that kind of way. So you weren't unsackable, but you were borderline unsackable.
See, this is the thing. I think because that happened on a Monday, right? Really slow day, nothing's happening. You know what's been like in a Monday in there. Yeah. You can sit there for like maybe 2 or 3 hours without an order. Yeah. But on a Sunday,
if I had happened on Sunday, there would have been more there.
No, but if it was on a Sunday, it'd be really busy, so I wouldn't even have time to think about.
Yeah.
So I sat down for a minute and you had gone. You wouldn't sit down on a Sunday. You don't have fucking time to think. So I think because it was the Monday, I was like, I'll just sit here for a bit. Boom. Fell asleep. Catherine Zeta-Jones. She dips beneath the lasers.
I was waiting for that. But,
right, I want to ask you something.
Oh.
Right.
Go on.
Now, because I'm already full and I've no filter on me.
Hashtag no filter.
Hashtag no filter, man. Has this ever happened? Right, this is going to sound so fucking weird, right? No matter what way I say this, right, it's going to come across as strange.
Yeah.
Right. Do you ever look at a dead body, right? Like, say you're at like a wake or something like that.
Right.
Right. I don't know why this came into my head, but say, like, the body's laid out in a casket, yeah?
Yeah.
Dead still. And you go over to have a look. And, like, obviously, when you're at wake, it's very fucking awkward to look at someone's corpse just lying there in front of you.
Yeah.
Do you ever just look at the face for a bit and expect it to, like, jump and shout at you?
What do you mean shout? Like what do you mean jump
because-
and shout?
Do you know when you see someone asleep?
Like, oh, you fucking bastard.
No, but you know when you see, like, say you're asleep in your bed, right?
Yeah.
But you're lying on your back.
Yeah.
And almost like when someone's asleep, they can almost sense that there's someone looking over and they'll wake up.
Yeah.
Do you never get that when you're like, awake or something like that? And when it does happen to me, right, well, like, I'd be out by myself and I'd be looking at the body and I'm expecting it to happen. But then I make myself laugh because I'm thinking, like, imagine that did happen. Like, what would the reaction be, right? But I start laughing to myself.
So then you're just laughing at dead people.
Yeah, no, but I don't start laughing to myself. I think I'm trying not to laugh, right? No, this is the thing. I'm trying not to laugh.
Right.
Because if I start laughing, it'll look weird. So imagine, like,
Imagine
right? This is what I'm saying, right? Imagine me and you were at a wake for, like, say, a friend's granddad or something like that, right?
Me and you could not be at a wake.
No, but imagine, right? And you were, like, I went over on my own to just pay respects.
Yeah.
And you were over there talking to the family. And there's me looking over a dead body, breaking me bollocks. Like, imagine how fun. But this is the thing, when I'm looking at it, I was like, right, I look, and then I think, obviously that's not going to happen. I was like, imagine it did happen. And then that amuses myself, so I try not to laugh. But imagine it just got the better on me one time, and you're just looking over, and there I am, staring into the face of a dead person and laughing.
Man,
Imagine how sadistic and weird that would fucking look.
I wouldn't even be able to control myself. I'd probably end up laughing at you, laughing at the dead body.
Imagine it ruins someone's fucking, like, granddad's funeral or something like that just because I'm in bits laughing at their dead body. I know that's weird, but for some reason I think about this actually often enough, more often than I probably should think about that.
Do you go to wakes often? Do you frequent wakes?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna show up.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just come in a trench coat with my hair combed back, gelled back, and a pair of glasses stand in the corner. Everyone's like, who is that dude?
The mysterious guy in the background. Like,
but now everyone's afraid to ask us, it must be a relation of somebody.
it makes them feel like maybe that person had some shady business before.
And then I just stand over the coffin going, ah!
Oh fuck! Do you know what? We're making a pact right here, right now, right? If I die first, right?
Yeah.
If I die first between the two of us, and you're at my wake,
And I don't do that.
no, this is the pact we're making. I need you to do that at my wake. I need you to stand over my body sprawled out.
Wait till it's packed. Everyone's
wait
there.
till it's packed and everyone's kind of hush talking about Jesus. Oh yeah, it was very sudden, all that crack.
Not saying a word, just pointing, just laughing at your face.
The point is necessary. Point and laugh at my corpse, man. Oh please.
But see, this is the thing, right? Because your family know me. They just probably be like, I know Dean probably told him to do that.
Yeah.
But you imagine the uproar.
My dad be like, did you just point and laugh?
Your dad come over. Your dad come over and goes, told you to do that, didn't he? Told you. I was like, well,
I don't know. Like we're talking, like we presume that I'm gonna die young. First of all,
yeah.
If my dad's still there, I've died young. But
when you were telling that story, I was picturing your dad in the same frame of body that he is now.
So was I. Oh my god.
We don't think much of ourselves that we assume we're going to die before everybody else in our family. Like.
Yeah, everybody else is still alive at their own wakes. I was there going to say, my nanny wouldn't be impressed. Because my plan for like your funeral was just to show old videos in the church.
Just play one of these podcasts. Do you know when you're like lowering the coffin, yeah?
Yeah.
And you play a song. Put on a 45-minute podcast.
Yeah.
And everyone would have to sit there and listen to it.
It'd be just you going, would you kill a chicken every time you get into a car? Or stab an orangutan?
Man, actually, that would be brilliant. That would be fucking brilliant.
You getting lowered at the ground. Would you rather, right? Stab it or kill a chicken every time you got into a car? Or stab an orangutan once a year?
It wasn't stabbing an orangutan once a year. It's like kill one once a year.
Yeah.
But you have a sword.
Oh, come here.
Well, you have a sword. That was part of it.
Come here, actually.
Imagine that. Imagine the priest being like, what? I've done weird funerals, but what the fuck
the priest be standing there, everyone else around is crying, the priest be like, chicken all day.
Imagine, man, you jump there and goes, I definitely go for the chicken.
Yeah.
Start asking everybody, pointing out.
But actually,
right.
by the way, what happened to your penis, Owen?
Oh, yeah. forgot to bring this up on the intro. A lot of people messaged us and said, "Why did my dick bleed?"
Yeah.
Like they just thought it was
profusely,
like,
like.
yeah. I just thought that was a known thing as to why it did. I broke my banjo string, completely broke, severed, bang, blood everywhere.
Yeah.
I thought that was I didn't just start bleeding out of my urethra like of some sort of burst bladder or something like
It
that.
didn't come out of your urethra at all. It came
Yeah.
off the foreskin.
The banjo string broke. That's how that happened. Dean, I have one story, right? And I don't think you remember telling me this. And I don't even know when. It could have been when we were younger, or fuck, I don't know. But I remember you telling me this, right? Because a Hall & Oates song came on. Do you know that? You make my dream come true.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
And you were like, no fucking way. I had a dream about this song last night. And it was in the Tivoli Theatre.
Yeah.
And you were crowd surfing there. You make my dream come true.
Well, Hall & Oates weren't Hall & Oates. They were like a fucking metalcore band, but played that song, and like it got fucking heated in the Tivoli. I've never been in the Tivoli Theatre, but I had a dream about
That's
the
what
Tivoli
makes
Theatre.
it funnier for me for some reason. The Tivoli Theatre, like.
And like Hall & Oates got fucking wild. It was like a metalcore band, and like there was like people crowd surfing and shit. And I woke up the next morning just being like, what the fuck was that about? But you know what I think it was about? Do you know what I think?
Man.
Do you know what I think that was in my dream? Do you remember that video
That makes
went
your
around?
dreams come true.
Oh yeah. But do you remember that video that went around of? It was so simple, such a simple video. It was only 10 seconds long, of your man on the balcony in like Ibiza or something, and he had a mask on, and it was just like
no.
and I got
The mask from The Mask.
yeah.
It was the green head, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, and then he just has his back toward the camera, and then it goes, bam, 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 and then when it goes, and I want, and then he turns around.
Yeah.
I was flat out on that video. That video was like,
Whatever you said, that's the best thing you see. But for some reason, I was sitting down yesterday thinking of shit to talk about, and for some fucking reason, that came into my head. I don't know why.
That was actually probably I've actually thought about that quite regularly recently as well, because every time I listen to the song, I think about the time that I dreamt that I seen a metalcore version of Hall & Oates in the Tivoli Theatre. The Tivoli Theatre hasn't been an actual theatre in years. Like,
Yeah, but you were crowd surfing.
since before I was born.
You were crowd surfing to a fucking fake version of Hall & Oates.
Oh no, they played the song exactly like Hall & Oates.
Like, it wasn't like a changed sound.
No, it sounded.
But it just was not Hall & Oates.
Hall & Oates, but it wasn't Hall & Oates. They looked like fucking. I don't know what it was, like Rancid or something. I don't know who the fuck they were, but
Man, that's funny.
it was
I don't know why I thought about that yesterday.
That was a good dream.
If we were to get a sponsor, who would it be? Right, not that we're going to or anything. And I don't mean like it can be reasonable or it can be hilarious. But if we were to get a sponsor, what do you think it would be like?
Like a decent, like
We're
big
not
enough sponsor?
we're not going to get a top fucking
Oh, no,
shelf
obviously,
name,
of
but
course, no.
what would you think, like, if we were to get a first sponsor, what do you think it would be? Obviously, the dream is Bav.
Oh, yeah,
That's the dream.
that is
But
the
that's
dream.
not going to happen.
No. Well, it could if
We keep saying it enough.
yeah.
Everyone share this podcast so we can get free Bav.
Tag Bav in it. But
What do you think we could... What would you like it to be? What would you like it to be? Something stupid, like...
I don't know. It's actually a tough question, because I've thought about it in a logical sense already, where I've actually thought logically about the situation, because that's how people make their money off podcasts in general, is having them little lads at the start, in between, and at the end of podcasts and stuff like that. So it is a thing to actually think about in general. But
Yeah. But if you're on
my
a...
ideal one, like
But if you're on a lower scale kind of podcast, you'd kind of take whatever sponsor would come to you,
Yeah.
obviously.
oh yeah, 100%.
But what would you like?
Or
Sif,
like-
or Coca noodles. Coca
Okay.
noodles. That would be a fucking...
To be fair, the two of us are probably Coca Noodles connoisseurs at this stage, so if Coca Noodles want to get on board, that's no problem
Yeah,
as
because
well.
I'm full, so I know as soon as I go home now tonight, Coca noodle sandwiches are going down.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you get curry because you're vegetarian?
No, I'll eat like chicken noodles and beef.
Yeah,
It's not.
just flavour.
Yeah. Chicken, prawn,
What you mean?
prawn noodle.
Where?
The prawn flavored noodles. You never got prawn? Like,
Where?
Lidl's have them. Coke.
I don't like Lidl's noodles though.
Coke have one. You get them up in Tesco's.
No, you can't.
Yeah. All right, I made it up.
Did you?
No. No, yeah. And then
There's prawn. Hold on a second. No, do not carry on with this conversation for a second. There's prawn flavored Coke and noodles in Tesco.
100%.
Because the little ones are bollocks. The little ones taste like slugs.
Yeah, but man, 30 cent a pack.
Yeah, there's a reason.
You're on a budget.
Yeah. What's your
Little,
budget?
Little be a decent sponsor as well.
What's your budget? Hating yourself. Why would you put that in your body?
We haven't all got fucking super noodle money, man.
I don't indulge, and I actually don't indulge. I haven't eaten a super noodle in like one solitary super noodle in, I'd say, about 3
I was going to
years.
say, just the one noodle.
Yeah. That's all I can afford at the minute.
I make the pack of super noodles. This is the thing. I make the pack of super noodles. I lay them down on a tray. So I'm just eating noodle by noodle.
Yeah.
And I'll save the other ones for the weekend.
I put them in the fridge, bring them into work for lunch and stuff.
Heat
like
up
that.
noodle per noodle.
I can't believe there's prawn flavored noodles and I didn't know about them, man. That's outrageous. Carry on.
It doesn't even taste that prawny. It's not that fishy. It's not that seafoody. But they're tasty.
Oh man, I fucking love seafood.
You know, like spicy chicken and all.
I know, spicy. Coke noodles.
Yeah, man. For fuck's sake. I've actually been good. I haven't interrupted you that much.
No, you haven't.
Considering.
But to be fair, you've asked most of the questions because
Yeah, I have talked
you
a
actually.
lot.
Do you know what?
I've just took over.
At the start of the podcast, it was Dean's gonna have to take the lead on this, and then it was like
See, this is what happened when I'm full. Don't let anyone talk.
Alan takes it. But to be fair, I had nothing prepared for this evening.
And what? I did?
Well, you just jotted down some stuff that took us to a new place. So we're gonna go on to our favourite time of the evening, which is fucking question time.
You!
Um,
This is good. I like it. It's my favourite.
yeah.
Can you tell I'm drunk?
Are you?
Nah.
Right. So do you want to go first, or will I go first?
I'll leave the phone so you might as well go first.
But if I have the phone, it means I'm asking you the question first.
Yeah, no, you asked first what I meant.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
All right.
Yeah?
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you rather
Mm-hmm.
have hiccups for life,
Oh.
or always feel like sneezing for life?
Oh, that's a rotten question, to be honest with you.
That is rough.
Hiccups for life, I always feel like you're sneezing for life.
Like,
Yeah,
you know that fizzy nose.
Yeah,
that
I
you
know.
get?
You're,
But it never
but it
comes.
never comes. Oh, I'd rather have the hiccups for life. I get hiccups a lot, so I think I could deal with that better.
But hiccups consistently.
Yeah. Imagine having that.
Fizzy, yeah. I know.
That's that.
I think both of them.
I think it's your
You're a
life.
loser.
Your life is ruined. You're a loser either way. But I think if I had that feeling in my nose, I'd want someone to punch me in the nose straight away and get rid of that shit.
But
But it's not going to happen. They'll just keep it. Yeah, but hiccups I could maybe deal with. Either way, it's bollocks. What's your weird food combo? Tato sambos, loads of butter dipped into curry sauce, thank me later. And you know what? That seems alright to me.
A Tato Sambo mixed.
Tato sambo,
Butter.
loads of butter.
Right.
Well, obviously, if you're doing a tato sambo, you have to have
It
loads
has
of
to be
butter
butter,
regardless.
yeah, it has to
Being a layer cake of butter.
Yeah.
Dipped into curry. I think that'd be alright.
See, I'm not the biggest advocate for curry sauce. I'm probably the wrong person to ask for that. But I do enjoy mixing up a Tato sandwich. Like, obviously, a Tato sandwich is always Tato and butter.
Yeah.
Regardless. But, like, if you can get, like, a little fucking, like a...
This is suggestion, though. This is suggestion.
Oh, it's a
What's
suggestion to
your weird food combo?
weird food combo. I put pizza on bread.
Pizza on bread?
I-
Like pizza sandwich?
Yeah, pizza sandwich. Like,
Can I interrupt for a sec?
Yes.
Why is it when someone says, what's your weird food combo? It's always something slapped on bread, isn't it?
Yeah, because...
Oh, lasagna sambo.
Yeah, but
People need to know this.
I don't think lasagna sambo is weird anymore because...
No,
at-
it's mainstream
It's
now.
common now, but at the
Yeah.
time it was not.
Yeah, we
I introduced Owen Hegarty to the lasagna sambo,
Yeah.
and my uncle introduced me to the lasagna sambo. And the lasagna sambo basically consists of
never look back. I've never looked back.
a fucking dollop of mayonnaise, and it has to be food tastes better when you put it all together with the one best mayonnaise.
Food makes Hellman's.
Bring out the Hellmann's, bring out the best.
Ooh.
But
Hellman's, great sponsor.
with, but it has to be Hellman's with the lasagna, and a lasagna sambo is next level shit.
Yeah.
But it works better with, Carol's lasagna. You know them lasagnas that you put in the oven?
Fuck off.
No, seriously, yeah.
I've never in my life ever eaten one of them.
Why?
I just haven't.
Just
I'm posh.
what? Well, obviously you make that. You make that, like, obviously it works good with a homemade lasagna as well.
If it's my homemade lasagna.
Yeah, I'm not doubting your own lasagna, you prick. I'm just saying.
Carol's me bollocks.
Carol's are good oven lasagna, like, do you know what I mean?
Oh.
If you don't have the time or the
Just make
patience-
lasagna.
I've seen people make lasagnas. I've seen them look like shit. I've seen you throwing plates in the kitchen because people made shit lasagnas. People don't find lasagnas as easy as you do.
So what would you say your weird food combo actually is then?
Now, I think it would have to be, because I don't know anybody else that puts pizza on a sandwich. But
Never done it. Never will.
basically, what I do is, if I'm putting a pizza slice on a sandwich,
Would you cut the crust off?
that's literally what I was just about to say.
Right.
I-
I kind of get on board with that.
I cut the crust off. I have mayonnaise as the condiment on the bottom, and then maybe, I know you not a big fan of mustard.
Ugh.
I wasn't either, but
Ugh.
I put a small dollop of mustard, maybe a bit of something else, and Bob's your fucking uncle. But if you put it on a sandwich with a bit of coleslaw, oh man,
There's something fucking mentally wrong with you. Do you know that? That's not a normal fucking...
yeah, that was the point of the fucking question, though, wasn't
No,
it?
but that's... No.
Coleslaw pizza sambo,
With mustard.
right? Take the mustard away.
Can eat... No. Bollocks either way. Bollocks. No. No. That was a great question. Actually.
Here's a good question for you, actually.
Right.
Do sea animals
What? Sorry? Hmm?
get thirsty?
What? This... I don't know. Probably not. No, obviously not. Because
Can't drink salt water though.
they're the opposite to us, though. When they're out of water, they need...
Air.
No, when they're in air. Like,
try water.
so take it out of water, and they struggle. Like, it's more immediately. They need go back to water. Whereas we're taken away from air, we need air immediately. Like, if I fall into a pool and I can't get back up, the first thing I need is air. So you take them away from water, the first thing you need is water. That's why they have gills to fucking... to take the water in, and that's how they hide. That's like them getting air. We're opposites. It can't. No, of course they don't get thirsty.
But think about it this way, right?
They get thirsty when you take them out of water.
For air.
Yeah.
But think about it this way, right? Like for us, right? Say me and you are hungover,
Right.
and we need water, and if you
Yeah.
drink enough water, you'll drown yourself. But if a fish got hungover, would it need to get air?
Would you rather be able to fly or read minds?
Oh.
See,
I've-
that's a good question because they're very two opposite things.
Yeah, but
Fly or read minds?
no, I'm going to answer the question if you shut the fuck up for a second. The thing about, I'd love to read minds, but I think that I'd hear stuff that I don't want to hear. Do you know what I mean? And then you'd be freaked for life.
Yeah.
So, do you ever see What Women Want? Mel Gibson and fucking...
I thought you meant generally do I ever see what women want. No. I don't.
No, Mel Gibson and fucking Helen Hunt or Jodie Foster. I don't know. They're both the same person. I don't.
They are the same
They
person.
really are. But
Whores.
But
I'd like to be able to fly.
but see, this is the thing.
Why wouldn't you like to be able to fly?
Because I've flown in dreams, right? I've seen Hollow Notes in Tivoli Theatre.
Right. No, you don't want one of them dreams. It's not like one of your dreams where you just go up into the air and you want to come back down but you can't. It's not that. You can accomplishly fly and land and it's cool. Like,
Is accomplishly a word?
you're really fucking... as soon as I said that, I knew you were going to ask me. You're a dick. But you're an accomplished flyer.
Yeah, okay.
Does
I'll
that make
accept
more
that.
sense?
I'll accept that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even be like, I'm going to go long distance, fly south for the winter, type of like a bird. I'd be like, I need to get down to the bus stop. Phew. Or why would I not just fly to work? Why would I not just fly to work?
It's like, why the fuck would you fly to the bus stop and not just fly to work? Like, I'm going to fly to this bus stop and I'm going to get on this and
No.
sit here for a half an hour.
There's no nobody's saying what pace you fly at. It could be a float. You know, you're not going 100 miles per hour. And
Oh man, that would be torture. Imagine you could only float in the air. And
imagine you can only fly at 2 kilometers per hour. So you might as well just get one of them scooters, one of them electric lads.
They go like 25 kilometers an hour.
I know, but you'd have to put it on the bottom of the bus.
That's true. Owen.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man.
If you get terrible food in a restaurant, would you send it back?
No. People ask me this question actually very regularly. Because I'm a chef, right? Yes, of course I'm going to be critical. But if I go to a restaurant that, especially if I've never been there before, I try out the food, order something I know how it's supposed to come out. So if I don't like it, I'll eat parts of it or something like that. I'll never complain. I just won't go back to the restaurant again.
Yeah, well, I think that's fair though. Like,
I don't want to send it back and make a scene because I know how that feels when it gets sent back. It's probably the right thing to do because it's feedback for the chef. But at the same time, I'd rather just not go back there. All right, Dean.
What?
This one's tailor-made for you. Dean, what have you learned about life from your sprogs? Baby emoji, question mark.
What have I learned from having kids? I suppose I've learned that, well, I'm still the same person. I haven't learned an awful lot. I've learned that kids are fucking hard to deal with, but they're ultra rewarding also to bring up.
Oh, isn't that so nice?
It's the truth. I didn't plan either of my children. I have 2 kids. I didn't plan either of them, and they are literally like 2 little versions of fucking me. So now I have 2 little female versions of me running around, which is something that I never thought in a million years that I'd have, and now I've kind of learned.
Yeah, that's going to be horrible when they get older.
I know, yeah. So I'm going to look at them and their little boyfriends like they were me when I was fucking 15, and I'm going to go fucking crazy. Like. So I've learned not. I've actually, do you know what? I've learned not to be a dickhead from having kids. That's exactly what I've learned.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Look at Dean being all fucking sensitive and shit.
Have yous ever properly fallen out? And if so, how did yous rekindle your love?
Well, we do love each other.
This is true.
No, we've actually never had a proper falling out. Never.
No.
Never over the years. We had a few fucking...
We've gone...
The one thing that comes to mind to me is the row on the back road.
The back road.
We're on the back road, and I don't know what happened. Like, I honestly, still to this day, don't know why we got this mad at each other.
It was so heated. Like.
And I was pushing him, he was pushing me. And Dean was the one that said, I'll kick your fucking head in. I was like, will you fucking, yeah? And the two was pushing each other. But nothing ever happened. We were just pushing each other back and forth ridiculously.
For a solid 10 minutes. Like.
And then we were just like, what we at? And we just walked up the back road and went straight up to my house.
Yeah.
That was like the closest we had to an actual argument with each other. No, we've never had an actual fall now, no.
Never a proper... There's never been any reason to.
Yeah, no, we never had a row where we didn't talk to each other for like an extended amount of time or anything like that. Anything that stupid happened between us when we were full, and the next day we just like, what the fuck were we at? Just laugh and just go straight back to the beer or something.
It gets solved by pure hangover, like, we know that we're being drunk or whatever, so...
But I even think when we had these run-ins while we were drunk, I think it was like on the walk from these arguments, like, we just laughed about it straight away. Like,
yeah. No, just genuine.
Never been a falling out between us.
To answer the question bluntly, no, we've never actually proper fallen out, and we've never had to actually rekindle the love because it's always been there.
Yeah, the love is real.
The love is real, and that's it. Does Ric Flair actually get as much hole as he lets on?
No, bollocks he does. He's coming out and saying that he's been banging hundreds upon hundreds of women, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's bollocks.
Really?
No, Ric Flair in his prime was woo, and he's like...
The nature boy.
Yeah, but he has come out on record and said it's like thousands of people. I think it's bollocks.
My opinion is, I don't think he exaggerates. I think Ric Flair got it all, and that's why his catchphrase is woo.
Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I've nothing to add to that. Fuck me. What do you think each other's best features are? Is this like a double question for both of us kind of thing?
Must be, yeah.
Yeah.
I presume they mean physical features.
Just says features, so it could be physical, mental.
I think your best physical feature is the little small balls that make your penis look a lot bigger than it actually is.
I do have weirdly small testicles.
Yeah, like you know when
But it enhances the dick.
You know when you've been on the session, right, and you wake up next morning and your dick looks like some fucking walnuts. That's what Heggs' balls look like all the time. So he has like two little walnuts there with just this big long thing hanging in front of him, which isn't fair. It makes it look a lot bigger than it actually is.
Dean's best feature. Do you know what Dean's best feature is actually?
Go on.
His hairy legs.
Oh yeah, baby.
Dean's got hair on his legs, right? This is genuinely not his best feature, but it's the most standout thing, right? Dean's not a particularly hairy man. Can't grow a beard. Fucking no hair in his arms, no hair in his chest, nothing. But then when you see these legs, you swear his legs got adopted from fucking Sasquatch or something. Yeah, it's like, do you know where everyone has like normal, like hairy legs here and there? Dean's are from front, back, top to bottom, full on fucking blanket of hair.
Yeah, I've got the legs of a centaur, but the penis of a small child.
Well, we got penis, bro. I didn't bring around the penis.
No, but obviously, if you're going to be a centaur...
Penis of a small child.
Was that myself any favours here?
Was that necessary?
Right, let's go again.
Yeah. Would you rather have full sexual anal intercourse with each other to completion once a year, or have to shift each other for 5 minutes every time you meet? Jesus fucking Christ.
You know how to get me horny anyway.
Yeah, we're already riding.
Yeah. Not like right now.
No, right now.
Oh, yeah. Take it out. Is that... Is that for...
Oh my God.
Is that a question for me?
I think that's kind of for both of us, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm going to say...
I'm not going to put an answer to that.
I'm gonna answer it.
Right.
I'm going to be that guy.
Right. Once a year?
Like...
No, I'd rather meet you for 5 minutes every time I met you. Because we don't see each other that often anymore.
That's true, but what?
I don't want to fully penetrate your butthole to completion.
Who says you're the top?
Well, whatever. We can switch around once a year.
Alright,
this is my year, this is your year.
Yeah, we can take it in turns, man.
Jesus, fuck. No, I think I'd rather meet you for 5 minutes every time.
But like that's...
I'm in your presence.
That could be like once a week.
Yeah.
So that's 52 times a year.
No, but that'd be so weird.
Yeah, like...
Because then we do that for 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And then we just get on with the rest of our day.
No, you wouldn't.
If I was in the mooching for 5 minutes, right, with you, I'd have to fucking take you in the ass till full completion. Like,
one doesn't come without the other.
Yeah,
literally.
So I just take once a year, pound Dean to completion, or he pounds
vice
me.
versa. Yeah, I think we'd have to like it. I think the mooching it'd be too fucking like the mooching is just foreplay, so the mooching will just end up to fucking anal bashing anyway. So we might as well just do the anal bashing first. Skip the foreplay.
Yeah, people already think we're gay with each other anyway, so we might as well just get the fucking full penetration out of the way. Like
once a year, switch it around annually.
Yeah, once a year is not bad. Once a year is not bad. I can live with that, Shane.
I shag you 2021. You shag me 2022.
No, it's bullshit. I'm not answering more about this question because this already unveiled too much about myself. This is for Dean, specifically, yeah? Is it true you ate a mushroom out of Owen's foreskin? And was the mushroom cooked or uncooked?
First of all, the fact that you're asking if it was cooked or uncooked means that you know it's already true that I ate a mushroom out of Owen's foreskin. But I didn't actually eat it out of Owen's foreskin. The mushroom had been in Owen's foreskin prior to me eating it. So basically, Owen went through a little thing one night when we were on the session, and we just start putting shit up his foreskin to see what we could get up there, basically. And a mushroom was one of them, and it was raw. It was a raw mushroom. We didn't casually just cook off a batch of mushrooms to put up Owen's foreskin because we didn't have the time. But he did put it up his foreskin and whipped it out. like a little, and then I popped it in me gob and I chewed it and ate it. So yeah, I did technically eat a mushroom out of Owen's foreskin.
One of your prouder moments, that was.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping to like tell my children about it when they're a little bit older.
Somehow you come out as the weird person in that situation.
Yeah, I know. Like,
again, thank you so much for the questions. Love the questions. I'm gonna go home to bed now because I'm absolutely fucking steaming.
yeah,
Shouldn't have started so early.
probably should have.
I will not do that again next week because I'm wrote off at this stage.
Basically, the rule is don't start drinking at 4 o'clock to record a podcast at 10:30.
Yeah, I said I was gonna do it once. I did it, so fuck it. Like, do you know what I mean?
So next week you're gonna go teetotal, don't drink at all.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna come up and start telling you how to eat kale and stuff like that. No, great. If you're listening, 100%. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go home now and wake up in the morning like a fucking zombie. It's been real. It's been a slice.
Emotional.
It's been mosh. Totes mosh. It's been very good.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. See you in the morning, crocodile.